How to identify the right tense uses. Let's observe these sentences and try to understand why we used the present simple tense. First sentence. He goes to work every day. Every day. That word remains to something routine, repeated daily. Okay, the second one. I will call you when I have time. There are two verbs. I will call and I have time. Okay, we'll see. Third sentence. The train leaves at 8 in the evening. Alright, there is specific time. 8 in the evening. Alright, the fourth one. Water boils at 100 degrees. This is something as a fact. Okay, we'll see. First, use habitual activities. العادات والأفعال التي تتكرر. هذه الكلمات التي يمكن أن نجدها في أي جملة عادات أو أفعال تتكرر. Okay, the first one. Always. دائما. Usually. عادة. Often. غالبا. Once. يعني مرة. Twice. مرتين. Every week. كل أسبوع. Every. When we find every with some other word, it's present tense. Every week, every month, every day. Okay, never أبدا. On Mondays. أيام اثنين. Hardly. يعني قليل تقريبا قليلا. Rarely. نادرا. Sometimes. And seldom. Seldom قلما. Example. He goes to work every day. On Sundays, we play football. Perfect. The second use. Afterwards in a future sentence. Okay. تكون الجملة فيها شقين كما رأينا في المثال السابق. الأول يكون في المستقبل والثاني الذي يأتي بعد هذه الكلمات when, until, after, before, as soon as هو اللي يكون في الحاضر. The present tense simple. Like the example, I will call you when I have time. I will call you. That's the first verb. And the second is after when. When I have time. I will call you. Perfect. The third use. Facts. حقائق. General truths. Example. Water boils at 100 degrees. The sun rises up from the east. These are facts, general truths. يعني حقائق علمية ما كتبدلش. Always it's the same. Okay, the fourth. Likes and dislikes. إعجاب أو عدم إعجاب. Admiration, disadmiration. Example. I like couscous. I like couscous. My friend hates fish. Doesn't like fish. Okay, the verbs of like, hate, love, want, need, always we find them in present tense, not present simple tense, not in present continuous. Perfect. Schedules and fixed plan. يعني البرنامج أو الأوقات المبرمجة. For example, the bus leaves at 6 in the morning. الحافلة ستغادر على الساعة 6 صباحا أو القطار. The bus leaves at 6 in the morning. The fixed plans or schedules with them in the present tense. Leaves. Perfect. The next one. Verbs of senses and mental processes. الحواس. Okay. الأفعال اللي تعبر عن الحواس دايما نجدها في it's simple tense. Simple present. The verbs are the next. Like, I like couscous, you know. I love my mother, for example. I hate, I see, I smell. I look with my eyes, I hear with my ears, I taste with my tongue, I understand with my brain, of course. I need, I want, I believe, I remember. All these verbs, we put them in present simple tense. We can't find them in continuous because they are verbs who express the senses and mental processes. Perfect. Of course, example, Ahmed wants to go to the beach. We can't say Ahmed wanting to go to the beach. Ahmed wants to go to the beach. Perfect. The next one. One action follows another. فعل يتبع فعل. When we find two actions in one sentence, so that remain to present tense. Simple. For example, I always have a coffee before I leave for work in the morning. Okay, there is always, there is before, and there is in the morning. That's why we used have and leave. I always have a coffee, always something repeatedly. And the second one, before I leave. Before, when, until, as soon as. We use the present tense here. Okay, before I leave for work in the morning. Perfect. This is okay, that one. Okay, بالنسبة هذا الملخص، ملخص تجدون الرابط في صندوق الوصف. يمكنكم تحميل الملخص على البلوجر في صفة PDF، ويمكنكم مراجعة الدرس كامل في صفحة أو صفحتين. ستجدون الرابط في صندوق الوصف أسفله. So please check it and download the PDF. Okay, the exercises. Number 1, 2, 3. Exercise number 1. Connect the sentences with the right uses. Sentences. The first one. How often do you go to restaurants? How often? Often. All right. Is it fact, verb of sense, habitude, or action follows another? Okay, we see often. We said often. It's قلنا غالبا يعني habitude. Perfect. The second one. Take your umbrella, then leave. Umbrella يعني المظلة. Take your umbrella, then leave. So there are two actions, two verbs, take and leave. So action follows another. Perfect. The sun rises from east. What we said about that, it's a fact, general truth. The sun always rises from the east. It's a fact. Perfect. So the last one, Jim loves his wife. It's a verb of sense. Loves. Perfect. Good for you, Mr. Jim. Exercise number 2. Replace many times, as soon as, needs in. Okay, let's replace the verbs or the uses from. Okay, the first one. Khalid loves his work. What we can do here? Many times, as soon as, or needs. Of course, it's a verb, loves, and needs. We can replace it by the needs. Khalid needs his work. Perfect. How often, the second one, how often do you go to the gym? How many times do you go to the gym? Or how as soon as do you go to the gym? Or how needs do you go to the gym? It's definitely how many times, because it's more appropriate. How many times do you go to the gym? Perfect. I will call you when I have time. I will call you many times I have time. I will call you as soon as I have time. Or I will call you needs I have time. Of course, the second one, I will call you as soon as I have time. This exercise, it's designed to make you think about this. The third exercise. Write the correct use. Frequently before never. I go to school frequently or before never. Okay, I go to school. We go to school in routine. We will say frequently. Perfect. The second one, I will come to see you before I leave or never I leave. I will come to see you before I leave, because we see here two verbs. I will come and I leave. We said two verbs in one sentence. Before I leave. Perfect. Play on the road. No man, never play on the road. Thank you. البرومودورو تؤكد على تقسيم وقت الدراسة إلى فترات تتراوح ما بين 15 دقائق إلى 25 دقيقة. And thank you guys for watching the video, and wait us for the next part of the present continuous in the global quiz. And please subscribe to get all our new videos.